So today's life story commentary takes place back in the lightweight days of xCodeh, the styrofoam cup days of xCodeh. Back when I would take one hit, blast off into another dimension high. Every time. It was a great time. I miss those days sometimes, but this story actually takes place back when I actually just met one of my good friends that conveniently lived about 2 minutes away from me, so I'd always walk down to his house every day. We'd always just try to find ways to get money, get weed after school, and just smoke almost every day. But this took place probably one of the first years that I had smoked weed, so I wasn't that experienced with it, and I remember this specific day, we had a bunch. It was me, him, and another friend. We all gathered our money together to get as much weed as we possibly could. I remember my friend had some rolling papers. He was the only one that knew how to roll at that point, so he was gonna roll up a joint. So I was getting hyped. The hype was fucking real, boys. So we ended up going to this abandoned house that we would always smoke at after school. Looking back on it, bad idea. There was black mold all over all of the walls. We used to smoke there every fucking day. So putting the mold exposure aside, we were getting high as fuck up in that abandoned house. I remember I was sitting on the couch smoking this joint and I was sinking back into it, man. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking stoned, man. There hasn't been a lot of times where I've actually felt that baked. I remember laughing my ass off to my friends, and then it started to get a little bit dark, so my friend was like, alright, let's go back to my house. So after a little bit of chilling, smoking the joint, I remember it tasted like blueberries. Either the paper was one of those like see-through blueberry flavored ones. I'm not sure what they're called. It might have been one of those papers that's like a see-through, and they're also blueberry flavored, so it was really awesome. The flavor was great. I guess that was a pretty big step up because we'd always fucking scrape the tinfoil off of a 5 gum wrapper and smoke that in a joint. Don't do that. It's not good for you, but we'd always used to do shit like that, so I guess this was like a good day, apparently. Everybody really wasn't that high, but I was like just fucking gone. And so we started to go back to my friend's house, because like I said, it was getting kind of dark. We're almost at his house. I remember looking at the streets, just like the cars going by, just the colors of the leaves and everything, and I was just getting a little tunnel vision. And as soon as we stepped foot on my buddy's lawn, the paranoia hit me. The thought of having to talk to my friend's parent when I was high as fuck. Like, my eyes were redder than the devil's dick. All of our eyes were pretty red. My eyes were squinty as hell. And we're walking up my buddy's steps, and we're walking inside his door. And his mom's in the main room. Like, as soon as you walk into his house, she's standing right there. She immediately walks up to us. Why do you guys smell funny? Why do you guys smell like smoke? And my buddy's like, what are you talking about? We don't smoke. And I'm just standing there silent. You know when your homie's about to get verbally abused by their parents, that you just stand there and you say nothing. There's nothing you could say to intercept the abuse. No, but in all seriousness, my buddy was like, no, we don't even smoke. And she like started to sniff him. Like she was just like, I smell smoke. You were smoking weed, weren't you? Your eyes are red. And then he's like, nah, mom, I don't even smoke weed. And she's like, are you sure? Are you lying to me? And she looked at all of us and just kind of gave it she was just sniffing the air. And I didn't say anything, but the other friend was like, nah, we didn't smoke. And she was like, oh, okay, good, I believe you. And then just kind of like chuckled to herself and walked away. I looked at my friend and I was like, what? What just happened here? Like, just gave him that look. And we started to walk away. My friends start cracking up. I start cracking up too. And I hear his mom say, why are you guys laughing? What are you guys laughing at? My buddy's like, nothing. And as soon as my buddy shut the door, and then the friend we were with looks at my other friend and me and is like, yo, your mom is so fucking stupid. And as soon as he said that, I started dying laughing to the point where I was like falling over on my buddy's chair, just dying laughing. I was basically like crying. And all my friends were just doing the same. And I remember his mom came in and was like, why are you guys laughing so much? Are you guys stoned? My friend's like, no, we're not stoned. We're not high. It's all right. And she's like, oh, okay. It was just so funny because that happened so much. There'd be times where we'd just be getting baked, like smoking weed in my friend's room. And she'd come in and be like, are you guys smoking weed? Are you getting high? My buddy was like, no, we're not doing that. And she'd be like, oh, okay, just walk out. I'll never forget these times. And hopefully you guys thought they were as funny as I do, honestly. This is just, I have such a good time making commentaries when I'm looking back on these times, especially because it's almost like I'm remembering half of the story as I'm telling it. Hopefully you guys are having yourself a fantastic day. Let me know if you guys have any similar stories like this, almost getting caught kind of type of stories. I'm sure you guys do. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. You guys have been killing it lately. My 420 video is at like 8,000, almost 9,000 likes. What the fuck is that, man? Fucking cheers. Can we at least hit like 4,000 on this video? Can we do that? Because I feel like some of my subscribers are like those wild Pokemon. You gotta walk through the grass. I gotta upload a specific video for them to come out and hit me with that like. Are you gonna be that Pokemon that only comes out on special occasions? Are you gonna drop a like on this video? The world may never know. Stay high, stay lifted. Peace.